Oh, like sipping on the first sip of beer is
name a better feeling
than
like you're off
sipping some beer like that. I don't know.
You're off for a minute and then you come back to it.
That's it. Yeah, I haven't had a beer in like 4 or 5 days. No, probably more than that actually. 4 or 5 days is I sound kind of like.
Yeah,
like it's been 4 long days.
4 days, man.
And I have like a coin that I flip or whatever. No, honestly, I've been trying to not drink as much actually, and ironically, I happen not like. Usually, the hardest reason or the only reason why people stop drinking is because it's doing bad to their health or whatever. Then they stop. But like the hardest temptation usually is always like, oh, my friends want to go out and drink. And so for the first time ever, my direct group of friends, all of them are not drinking. Shout out to the Jerry gang. He's not drinking.
Jerry's not drinking?
Jerry hasn't drank. He hasn't. Jerry, without putting his business out there, I'm going to do it anyway because I don't give a shit. It's stupid ass Jerry.
Stupid ass Jerry.
He got banged up, didn't drink any water, passed out. And hit his head. Like I'm talking about, like knot in his head.
One of those.
Yeah, you remember? You didn't know that?
No, I don't know.
He hit his head. There was a knot, like a tennis ball, and he banged his head upside. And since then, bro, he's been traumatized. He doesn't drink. Yeah, he doesn't drink.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like we all go through that, though, man.
It was like the time that you remember you would black out.
Black out all the time. Blackout Galo.
And you went years with no drinking.
Yeah, dude. Not years with like no drinking, but like drinking heavily like that.
Exactly.
My problem is with drinking is that I've always been like a social drinker, but also like a binge drinker.
100%.
Where like it's not like that I'm just having like I'm cool like 1 or 2 like 3 beers like that. No, dude, I would fucking go in to the point that I was like blacking out, dude.
Yeah.
And that was never fun, dude.
Yeah,
It got bad when I'll never forget this story when our boy Mike, when I asked him, I was like, "Yo, Mike, how'd you get home last night?" And he goes, "Are you serious, bro?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like I don't remember. We were at Miami Grill, not Miami Grill,
nuts, dude.
What's the name of it? Whatever.
Miami Prime.
Miami Prime. And he was like, "Are you serious, dude?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dog. How did you get home?" You, Galo, you drove us home.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, man.
That
shit sucks.
It's so much that you risk when you get banged up and you do that, dog. Right. And here's the thing, like legit, I'm not, all right, what I'm about to sound is crazy because you know who I am. legit getting banged up and like driving home is like some like bad person shit.
Dude, that's not good at all.
Yeah, but like also like, it's a little deeper than that. Like you genuinely gotta like be a piece of shit to do that. Absolutely. And that's the thing. And like there's so many decisions that I do when I'm banged up that is just they're not good. However, it doesn't mean I don't love or want to keep drinking. See, that's the thing with me. Like I'm not like I can't just. Of course, I could just quit, right? But original story that I was telling is I now probably get healthier naturally because all my friends don't drink. And because I'm strictly a social drinker, then I have no reason to drink sometimes. Yeah. So it'll go weeks sometimes. Like right now, this just happened, Strong 16. I was about to start recording this and I wasn't going to drink at all.
He wasn't.
At all. Producer guy in the back says, "Yo, I'm smacking one," because he had like 4 good days on the gym or whatever.
Good for him, man.
Did some nominal Gen Z like, and let me reward myself, and was just like, "I'm gonna smack a beer," like you know what I mean. And I was like, you know what, dog? I'm gonna do it with you. Yeah. And again, it's because finally I get to drink with someone. But had he not done that, had he not had his 4 days of 20-minute workouts, and all of a sudden wants a beer. Then I would have probably never had.
You would have been sober.
I would have been sober over for
with
this
me,
pod.
Depressed.
Yeah. So, but I could tell you one thing. Because I don't drink so much, I mean, I probably dropped a couple lbs, but not to mention the fact that like I no longer have to wake up with like a hangover, because a hangover specifically, I think right now is my biggest deterrent as to why I don't like to drink. Really, honestly. I'll still drink. Like I'm still going to drink here, but I'll have maybe 2 beers. Right. That's it.
And you'll be good.
And I'll be good, which is what I think I've had to learn over time, because I never did that. It was always like, I'm going to go like 8 years ago, Galo. You and I smack one beer, impossible.
No.
We're going to get destroyed.
Yeah,
we're going to get destroyed and we're going to do dumb shit. And because I'm only doing this and I'm only drinking occasionally with someone else,
right,
I could regulate myself. And that's like, I think that's like the biggest thing. So now I can enjoy this one beer, maybe have another one, and then just go home and be chilling.
What's your hangover limit? Like, where do you think, like...
100% I know that number.
You know the number?
I know the number. I know the number, and it's 6 beers. For me, it's 6 beers, yeah.
Damn.
Once I cross that, okay, so I saw a podcast, actually. So funny that we're talking about this. I was just thinking about it. There's this podcast called it's a thing called The Fourth Beer that was talking about the fourth beer. Did you see that?
I sent it to you.
You sent it to me? That is so true.
How true is it?
The theory is after the fourth beer is the tipping point in which you no longer want to go home, whatever plans you had. Like, as long as you don't have that fourth beer, you can walk away from 3 beers and it'd be a chilling night.
And it's a good night, that it was a decent night.
You pass that fourth beer, and
That's
so true.
It's true.
It's so true.
It's one of the most truest things that I've seen recently. I'm like, wow, that makes so much sense. Because as soon as I get that fourth beer, that fourth drink, it's all over from there. It's all downhill. It's like,
a wrap, dog.
What are we doing? How many more drinks are we drinking tonight? Like, what else are we getting into?
100%. And that's my thing, dog. Like, I can have these 2 beers and just walk away. But if I have that fourth one, I'm getting sloppy. Yeah. And my threshold, when I begin to get like really, really ugly, banged up, not like blackout where like I'm doing dumb shit, but like usually it's at 6 beers. And 6 beers, I know that when I have that 6 beer, I'm getting a hangover 1,000%. 1,000%. And recently I haven't been really drinking beer as much, even though I love it. But all these little things are changing. That's why we all changing, my boy.
Man. And then also, as I've gotten older, I've gone backwards with beers. No longer am I into like the IPAs, the heavy shit.
Yeah.
Give me Corona.
yeah.
Give me a Miller latte.
It's so crazy how that changed. Bro, I still am, right? I don't want to back down because I genuinely enjoy a good beer. Sure. That's the best.
Yeah, if you go to like Tripping Animals.
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter for it to be an IPA, to be honest with you.
No.
Like originally I'm a stout guy, so I like a big, heavy, creamy beer. You know what I mean? Especially nitro style, stuff, crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
But I do like an IPA. However, I can't do more than one of those anymore. Now, when I want a beer, it has to be something crisp. It has to be something light.
A lager.
It can't be because here's the thing, dog. Here's the thing. Again, I'm 38 years. Here's the thing, dog. I'm 38 years old, papi. I get bloated now, dude. Like my chest hurts. Like if I have too much beer, because this is basically like a piece of bread. Is what I'm eating.
Absolutely,
essentially.
That's might as well be a loaf of bread.
Loaf of bread.
Like,
yeah, take it. So now I'm doing this, right? And then I feel like shit. And then the next day I feel like crap, dog. So I can't do it. So now, you know what I'm smacking recently, my boy?
No.
I'm smacking some Miller Lights, dog.
There's nothing wrong with Miller Lights, man. I told you about this the other day, man, and you were giving me shit for it. And I was like, all right, bro, I'm telling you, man. A little Miller latte, dog.
Que rico, dog. We smacked some for the UM game.
Yes, dude. I'm telling you, bro.
I love it.
I don't know.
It feels good.
It feels good. It's like it's cyclical, man. Because like I remember making fun of my parents, like, "Oh, you guys are drinking. You're basically drinking water."
Yeah.
And now look at us.
Yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah. Let me get that. Let me get that.
Refreshing, baby. Yeah.
Get that 99 calories.
Hell yeah. And I feel light, dog. I remember seeing those commercials of like a whatever. It was like a guy like running with his girl, and then they run to the bar, and then they smack a beer.
A little beer.
And I used to be like, look at these fucking losers, dog. Like, and I would be sitting there drinking my fucking triple stout, like chocolate, whatever. I'm like, you guys are so like, you loser. You know what I mean? And now, papi, I'm smacking that Miller Lite all day long, dude. All day long.
There's nothing wrong with Miller Lights, your Coronas, your light beers, man. I mean, again, it's one of those things. Like, I guess when you get older, like, like
the hangover, papi, dude, and the fact that we're fat. Let's keep it a bean, dog. Let's keep it a bean. If you drink beer, you're gonna be fat, dog. There's no way. There's no way you're smacking 3-4 beers a night and you're not like, well, that's some alcoholic shit. Yeah. Outside of that, or drinking beer all the time,
especially at our age, man.
Hell yeah, bro. Bro. The other, Galo, you're gonna love this, dog. The other day, dog, I hadn't done this in such a long time. Remember we used to do the P90X videos?
Of course. I you know, it's funny. I was moving shit around my house this past weekend, and I came across the DVD.
Yeah, I have the original DVDs. When I started the company Gnarly Beard, I put all the stickers in there, and I threw all the P90X because we burned them, so they were just like on a white thing. And then, ironically enough, though, like one day I'm like looking through them, and I was like, oh my god, look at this like envelope full of stickers and the P90X videos. And in that same thing, I pull out like fucking. I don't even know. I think it's like Sylvia Saint, like the anal queen thing. Like it was like a DVD, like a porn DVD that I had.
Boner Jams 03.
Just like this random, like Sylvia Saint taking it in the ass, and like those old poses that were like, you know what I mean? Like just looking gross, and I'm like, oh my god, look at this. So I had to like throw it away. Dog. Yeah. But anyway, I did the P90X, bro. We used to funk
Papi,
that, I used to do jump knee
Biscayne
tucks.
landing.
Yeah, dog. Like I used to do the Mary Catherines.
Yeah. The Mary Catherines.
Do you remember? We watched the P90X plyometrics videos so much.
All right, explain P90X.
Okay, so P90X used to be this thing where Beachbody had, like, the company, I guess, had this one sector which was P90X. And P90X basically would say that in 90 days, no matter who you are, no matter what you look like, you will get ripped in 90 days. That was it. So it's P90X, right? And then in that program were these at-home DVDs that you could just watch, and they would just have a different workout, and you would do this consecutively and follow their diet, you were going to get ripped. Sometimes you would have to do it 180 days, whatever. Gallo and I got a hold of these, or really I got a hold of these ones, but we used to only do one DVD. We actually tried the whole program, but the first time was one DVD, and it was called the Plyometrics. And it's basically jump training. Think of it that way.
You're using your body weight for...
You're using your body weight, and it's on your knees, and you're jumping, and you're doing this, right? But it's a... For those Strong 16, if you guys have heard,
16, if you
know about P96 plyometrics, it's hard, dog.
Dude, that shit.
It's hard.
Difficult, man.
Yeah, and again, which probably doesn't make any sense because we're two fat idiots, right? Pero at the end of the day, it's hard regardless. Even if you're a pro athlete. Bruh, we used to get this P90X, bro. Like the shit would we'd be like doing the crazy moves and the Mary Catherine, the jump knee tuck, the rock star jumps, and the whole 9 yards.
It got so bad that it got to the point that we knew exactly what everything the guy was going to be saying to us.
Tony Horton or whatever his name is.
We knew exactly how he was going to respond.
Remember,
get those knees up.
Remember put it on your uncle. That's a short uncle. Remember?
No one's gonna understand that, but I know that reference,
we did,
and that's all that matters.
Fool. The other day, my son.
That's a short uncle, dude. Oh,
you remember that?
God.
That's so.
It's so
specific.
It's so niche. It's so.
No one's gonna understand that.
No one. All right,
anyway,
whatever.
The point is, I did it after not having done it for a long time. I was like, you know what, dog? I'm gonna do it, but because obviously it's YouTube. It's not them. It's a guy who's doing all the moves, and then you just follow the guy because you can't have the DVD. It's still like in the subscription service. So I started doing them, bro. And I could tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I got to minute maybe 16 of an hour, and I could not no more. I was heaving.
Yeah.
I was like, and again, I've been going to the gym for the past like almost 2 months now, 2.5 months, maybe, but like not consistently. I can tell you that shit kicked my ass. And then the next day, my knees, dog, my knees were on fire. And that's when I was like, damn, dog, I'm 38, papi. You know what I mean? Like all these little modified moves, like, you know, like Pam, they call her Sam or whatever.
The modified moves.
I was doing all the modified moves.
With the
Pam, they call her Glam or whatever.
Yeah,
the bald-headed black girl.
She's doing it in the background, aka you're being a little bitch and you can't do them.
I mean, a fat old idiot who can't do the moves correctly.
So Pam's letting you know this is
Pam
how you
is doing the modified move. I'm in the back doing Pam's move. You know what I mean? I was such a bum, dude. And that's when I realized I was like, okay, cool, dog. Like, that's the thing, though. Motherfuckers at 38, bro, are jumping, are doing all this stuff. So it's not like we're old and our bodies should be breaking down. But like, again, not comparing. This is a terrible example. But so to give it a context, LeBron James is 41 and he's pretty good.
He also spends $1 million on his body a year.
100%. 100%. But at 38, there's still people being athletic out there.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
but not the everyday like you and me.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is at the end of the day, we still have, for the average person, can have some sort of athleticism. I think we're not like old guys. You know what I mean? By no stretch. we're not like 55 or 52 where you really have to like, okay, that one false move and it's ACL surgery, my boy. Yeah. I don't think we're there. We can still like play a little hoops at the, I don't know what the hell this was, but a little hoops at the court.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, dog, it's time, you know, maybe this drinking shit really needs to stop.
Here.
Cheers to that,
Cheers to that, brother.
Yeah.
All right. Well, since we're talking about old age.
Can we talk about the Canes real quick? Just 5 minutes, please.
5 minutes about the Canes.
Please.
5 minutes about the Canes.
Because you know what's G shit? You know what's G shit?
Talk to me.
The fact that you're out here rocking Canes gear. I thought about doing it. I did rock it the next day. I wore the jersey.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was like, I didn't give a damn, dude. I love the fact that you're in all Canes gear. I love the fact that I spent that loss with you.
Yeah, we watched that game together, man.
Just us.
Yep.
It was just two grown ass dudes eating leftover burgers on the air fryer, Miller Lights, and just raw emotion.
Raw emotion.
I could tell you something. We lost that game. It's depressing. Yes, I get it. Still, just being in that room with you, we hadn't chilled like that in a hot minute.
So just you and
just
I?
me and you. We smoked weed. Like bro. Let's keep it a bean. Wait, we haven't burned together. We were puffing, and I was like, dog, when was the last time me and you did this together? Since we lived together.
And that was what, 15 plus years?
Yeah, just about. So we hung out, and at the end of it, like, yes, it was depressing that we lost. Yes, we're going to talk about that. But I also want to make light of the fact that it was dope to be around an old friend that you haven't been around for such a long time and share that. Like, we were so emotionally invested in there. Like, we went up and down. Like, I went from like genuinely
highs
like
and lows, man.
wanting to like, I don't know, dog, do some crazy shit to like being depressed, and all within like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I was so emotionally invested in that. I didn't sit. Number one, we both couldn't sit.
Pacing the whole time.
Yeah. It was horrendous, and I remember thinking like how fast the game was going. The clock was just and I was just like, bro, my heart cannot handle this anymore. Your girl was just like, bro, like you guys are going through it. Like I'm charged up and I'm like just sitting in the back.
Yeah,
I'm not even into the game. I could care less, but like the anxiety in the room was like palpable, bro. It was this anxiety where I was just like, oh my God, my asshole hurts. And then I would go to the bathroom, and then I would eat, and then I would try to like drink a beer, and I just couldn't stay still. But we lost. But I just want to let you know that shit was dope as fuck, just to be in the same room and just chill with you, smoke some herb, like OG shit. And we should be doing that more often.
Absolutely.
All right, anyway.
It's funny because my girl came in through like the tail end of that, and she's the very next day, like I haven't told you this yet. The very next day, she was like, what I saw between you and Gus was like one of the most like spiritual things I've ever witnessed in my life. She was like, it was like church for some reason to her. She was like, the emotions that you guys went through was insane. Like I've never seen anything. She's like, I have no way to like explain. Like if I was a girl chilling with my girls, there's no way that I could replicate that.
Yeah. But that was special, man, because like it's not every day that your team makes it to the championship game. Dude. And don't get me wrong, I am emotional like on a playoff game or even a regular in-season game. Sometimes I get like that for like a fucking a Heat game, like a Heat versus a Rockets game. You know what I mean? Like honestly. However, like this is championship. No, and this is something that like, and it's at the crib, and it's the Canes, bro. Like a Canes, if you're a Canes fan, like, we've sucked for so long. And finally, we're back in the national stage, bro. And like to lose, like, it was hurtful, bro. But at the end of the day, like, I wouldn't trade it. Like, I wouldn't want to just have gotten eliminated in like the first round.
Sure.
You do it because it hurts and whatever. That's what's part of being a fan. So one team, unfortunately, there's like 60 national teams. Only one team is going to celebrate.
Only one team's going to win, yeah.
That's it, dog. Yeah. And that's the fucking beauty of sports,
It wasn't us, man. But, you know, like I was talking to producer guy a little bit earlier. And we're talking about how, like, we're basically back, man. Like, I believe in Mario. Mario's going to make the necessary like transfer portals and get we gotten a whole bunch of guys actually in the last couple of days. We're gonna get the QB from Duke who's a beast,
who's getting sued by his own school, which is just
insane.
Which is just an insane stat right there. Let me just throw that out there.
That's the day and age we're in.
That's what happens when you incorporate money into college.
That's exactly what it is.
Now it's a business versus another business.
Now it's a business, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's not going to go anywhere either way. But we also got another like 5-star defensive lineman, you know. So like we're setting up the chess pieces, man. We got to the chip, man. There's no reason to not believe that we won't be back again sometime soon, man.
Still depressing as fuck.
No, of course it's depressing. Of course I want to win at the crib and 20 plus years that we haven't been to. Come on, man.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, back to your original point, it was fun to hang out with an old friend and be able to go through those emotions like we were essentially when we were kids and living together and doing all that shit. So yeah, it was cool. It was cool for your girl to see that too, though, because I don't know if she's ever seen you be that intense about anything. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. She's like, yo, that is the most I've seen you like be emotional. And because that's just because you're an emotionally unavailable ass dude. Unavailable. Like I'm just completely. I'm stoic. I don't show emotion. Your girl, she's gotta be. She's an angel. Yeah. First off. Yeah. Secondly, to put up with you, who's just. I mean, for you to like. It surprises me when you compliment food when you eat it, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how, like, lack of just anything you give us. It's just who I am, man. It's just who I am. No, I'm a man of few words. The fact that I'm here on this podcast right now filling in. I'm not going to lie to you. You're doing swell. Better than I thought you were going to do it, dog. I'm not going to lie to you. You like that, huh? Yeah, I know. You switch it on for the camera. I turn it on. I turn it on for the camera, man. Come on, it's because you got something in the back of your mind that's trained you with this before. You know what that is? What's that? Talking to them hoes, my boy. What do you mean by that? It's because you're fat and you're ugly, like me, fat and ugly. Right. So we didn't have a big dick. We weren't tall. So all we had to do is lick vagina and talk, my boy. That's it. That's all we got. That's all I got. That's all we got. At the end of the day, that is all I got. Let me tell you, it was underwhelming at best when I got naked. Let's keep it a bean, right? So again, I'm not 6'3", right. You know what I mean? Right. So even at my skinniest, you know, it's like okay, cool. What else you got? So he's this short fat guy. So what do you gotta do? You gotta talk. I gotta talk. I gotta make you laugh. I gotta make you feel comfortable. Yeah, you're paying for sure. Oh yeah. We're not splitting bills. We're too ugly. Come on. We're way too ugly for that shit. Hell no. No, I get it. No, I get it. No, but that's what I'm saying. Ultimately, at the end of the day, back to our original point. Back to the original point. Yeah. You're not an emotional guy. No, so for her to see you in a room, because you were into it. Of course. Yeah, like you were like, like I saw you do one of those faces and I was like, oh yeah. Oh. And the thing is like, me, dog, I was like, I was jumping around. I was like, let's go, doing that whole thing. Chest bumps. Yeah, chest bumps. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was such a good game, but it's cool for her to see that. I don't know if even my wife has ever seen me be that emotional about a lot of things. I don't think so either, man. Yeah. You know, do you know who like in your family, like you get that love for sports from? Do you know who? For sure, my stepdad. Yeah. For me, it's for sure my dad, dog. Like he's like, dude, my dad wants to get buried in his, and he's like way more specific. He'd be like us, like if we left to like another country and people were like into like Europe. Like let's say we went to Europe and we lived in England and people were like all into fucking, I don't know, like the Premier League or whatever. Yeah, whatever. They're like super into it and we're like, oh, did you watch the Heat game? You know, he's that guy, but with a Colombian team that no one knows about. Bro, nobody watches Colombian leagues like regional, football. Like it doesn't even matter, dog. But yeah, you see him on social media, Santa Fecito lindo, like with the jersey, and I'm like, bruh, no one even knows who that irrelevant ass team is, dog. But that's how he is. That's one of those things. They're fanatical. Yeah, dude, you're a fanatical. You grow up with that team and that's your team for the rest of your life. Like I didn't, I was born and I didn't choose, the Dolphins. My stepdad was like, yo, I love the fucking Dolphins. I'm going to sit here. OG Dolphins fan. OG. So OG Dolphins fan. You're going to watch, this is Dan Marino. This is probably the greatest quarterback that you're ever going to see. Like watch this shit, Fire. Of course, that's fire. Yeah. I love that though. Yeah, I look at it myself and I say like when my dad gave this horrendous gift to me of being obsessed with sports. Yeah. All right, whatever. I have to live it. Am I gonna pass it down to like my own kid? Of course. And unfortunately, dog, he's just gonna have to put up with that shit because he's already in Argentina jerseys. He's already like in our like Heat stuff. Like you're going to
be depressed every time one of our whack-ass team loses because that's just how it is. And you're going to love it, dog. And you're going to go to the Canes game. And you're going to go to the Heat game. And I don't give a shit. My dad used to tell me this funny-ass thing. In Spanish, it sounds better, but it basically means when you have a team, you could change your wife. You could change your business. You could change your job. You could change your sex, but you never change your team, dog. And it's so true.
It's loyalty,
I've
man.
I've never met one person who grew up like a Dolphins fan, let's say, for instance, and then tomorrow I'm like, oh yeah, no, now I'm a Packers fan.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, what is that?
Yeah, it's like being from like a city and then rooting for another city's team. That's another thing that
I can't stand that.
That grinds my gears, dog.
Man.
Oh my, dog.
Oh my.
If there is one person I want to punch in the dick, like in the dick, I want to punch you, pull your pants down, I'm going to hit you skin to skin with my knuckles, pause, is someone from Miami who's like a Cowboys fan. Or like a 49ers fan.
Why is it always the Cowboys or the Yankees?
It's
one of the two. Cowboys or Yankees.
Because my uncle lived in the Bronx for a summer back in fucking 93. And like, bro, shut up, bro. Bro, shut up, dog. Yeah. I legitimately can't stand that shit, bro. It's like, brother, you grew up in Hialeah, my G. You grew up on 49th Street, people. And all of a sudden, you're a diehard Raiders fan. Right. Now, all of a sudden, you're a Chargers fan, brother.
Right. You go to the dollar store one day with your abuela. Right? And they have like...
they have a bubble gum.
They have Yankee plates or some shit like that. Yeah. And now
is that when I was a kid, I would grow up and watching the plates in my grandmother's... Like, shut up,
come
dog.
on, dude. You're from Miami. You grew up in Miami, dude. Like, what are you doing? You grew up in
Westchester, my brother. Shut the
fuck up, dog.
People are, bro, that just, oh my God, it pisses me off so much, dog. And you know what the worst one is when people, like, let's say you go up to a Heat game and you're like, let's say, for instance, I don't know, in a Denver Nuggets jersey at a Heat game, you know what I mean? We know someone who did that, by the way. Yeah. That's an inside joke because Melo's bum ass.
Melo's such a bum.
He did cornrows like Melo because all he wanted to do, let me tell you something, Strong 16. The reason why they call him Melo is because he glazes Carmelo so much as a kid that people start calling him Melo. He pulls up to a Miami Heat game. Never let this go because this happened. I know. This Miami guy, right?
Miami guy.
Yeah, pulls up to the Heat game, right? With cornrows in a Denver Nuggets jersey that said Melo. Like, tell me, come on, brother. You ain't Miami, papi. Whatever, dog. I digress, dog.
Oh, my God, Melo.
Don't get me started on that, dog. I get pissed, dog, just thinking about it. What's up? What's up with topic number one? Before I get hot, dog. Before I get hot, dog.
Right, so we were talking about
earlier
being like
producer
older,
guy. May I have a beer, please?
Being older, like that. So kids these days are talking about the unks. We're unks now, dog.
Yeah, my weed dealer called me. I appreciate you, Theo.
No.
Yeah, dog. It was really bad.
He hit you with Theo.
Yeah. He said,
I think that's a little more disrespectful than
You think so? Why he hit you with it in Spanish?
Yeah, I think that's a little disrespectful than
hell no. Well, I mean, yeah, probably.
Even though unk is disrespectful.
The thing is, like, I find myself when I talk to younger guys, I find myself trying to like lecture, and I hate that. Like, I don't want to do that.
No.
But sometimes I see them doing dumb shit, and I'm like, yo, papi, like, if you just
did it this way,
you would not be an idiot, right?
And comes with years of wisdom, though.
Yeah, of course. And that's why, like, that's what they say, like, the first beginning you learn, the middle you work, and then the last you teach, or something like that. Right. The saying goes in your life. But I feel like I'm at the point where, like, sometimes if you say something and you're young, I'm just like, fucking idiot. Yeah. So I go, the weed dealer comes by, pulls up, I jump in the whip, and he says something, and I'm like, nah, bro, like, you really shouldn't, like, care about that. Ultimately, if you look at the grand scheme of things, it was something that he was doing in his business, in the weed dealing, obviously.
You know, the shit.
You know how that shit goes. And he was just like, nah, man, yeah, bro. He's like, yo, I really appreciate you taking your time, man, and just, like, giving me that wisdom. And I was like, I got you, papi. And I was like, oh, whatever. I got the weed, I put it in my pocket, I started walking, right? He hits me up, and he's like, brother, many blessings, Theo. Like, I appreciate you taking the time and taking the words of wisdom. And I'm like, damn, this motherfucker called me Theo, dog. And I was like, I literally was going up, and I looked up, and I'm like, my wife like answers the door when I like open up, and I'm like, damn, dog, I'm an old ass boy, dog. I'm an old ass boy, dog. I just got called Theo by my weed dealer, who's Theo like 22.
Nuts, dude. Oh my God. All right, so
anyway,
so we're unks now.
We're tios, baby.
Yeah, the kids might refer to us as going to the unction.
What is that, bro?
Like the function, but
going to the unction.
but now
that's so stupid.
So dumb. So I came up with a top 5 list of me personally.
Okay.
Of things that I know that I made it to the unction.
Oh, okay. So in other words, you're old.
Like I'm old.
Yeah.
Like things that I'm like slowly starting to realize that like.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Uh-huh.
All right. No OLI. Just straight.
Yeah.
Number 5. And this is happening because it's been like recently in my life. I'm getting excited about house things.
Damn.
Like repainting the crib.
I do get excited about that shit TV, though. Hell yeah.
The living room, getting furniture.
Que rico.
Man.
That's lovely.
Bro, I promise you, when I tell you, last night, this is no joke. I sat in I didn't even I didn't sit. I stood up in my living room for like 30 minutes last night.
Damn.
Just like doing one of these.
Because you remodeled recently.
I just remodeled my crib. So I'm doing like hands
like
on my
looking at the grass
hands
type
on my
shit.
waist,
Like old man looking at the grass.
Hands on my waist, just admiring like yeah, man. This is nice, man.
Yeah, this came out really good.
This is I like this.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. It's crazy how like we all kind of go through the same things in our lives almost simultaneously because like I was telling you, like I'm doing the same thing in my room. Like without us even talking ever about it. I think we both just realized that like, okay, dog, like now once you hit there's certain ages in people's lives that pivotal things happen that rewire their brain. And I think there's certain ages. I remember the biggest one that I ever had was when I was 28 years old. That's when I had a really big one where I got like really sad and I really wanted to make changes in my life because I realized like, okay, I'm 28, like I'm no longer a little kid anymore. Sure. Now I'm about to be a 30-year-old. And back then I was like, oh my God, 30's insanely old. But that's the way you think about it.
Right. Then
when I hit the hardest one of all was when I hit 32. When I hit 32 is basically when I started GVJ or when I started in this business. And I realized that like, oh, okay, cool. It was the day that I told you that I went and like, well, I was working a corporate job as a call center in a big credit card company. And I sat there and I was just like, man, like I'm such a bum, bro. I've had 3 businesses. They've all failed. I'm just a loser. Like maybe this entrepreneurial life that I keep on preaching to everybody, like I'm not gonna be good at it. And I remember sitting in the cubicle and telling myself that like, okay, cool. Like what if I just do this corporate life and I climb the corporate ladder and all of a sudden I do start sending the emails and start being super fake in the meetings and doing all that shit. That happened at 32 because I got really, really, really depressed. And I not like clinically, but I just like really sad.
Like I get it.
Yeah,
of course.
And so that ended up not working out, and you know, serendipitously, whatever, it was like fate and like whatever. I don't believe in any of that stuff, but you know what I mean. Like something happened to where it changed, and I started the jewelry business, and that's changed my life. And I think the what I'm feeling right now, these past 3 months that I've been since October 29th, which was my birthday, till now, I feel like my mind is changing the way it changed in those times. Like at 36, nothing happened. 37, 30, you know, but now. I don't know. There's just something that's different.
It's like what they say about like your taste buds. Like your taste buds change like every like 5-7 years.
Yeah. Exactly. Like now, all of a sudden, I drink my coffee black, nothing, and all of a sudden, remember how I told you, oh, I'm gonna wean off of it. I used to wean off of it. Now I just smack it straight, papi. Like just give it to me. Now I'm into the flavor of the black coffee.
Yeah, man.
Things start changing, but more importantly, that like I started looking at my own crib. I own it. You know what I mean? Right. And so you're sitting there and thinking like, why am I living like a fucking loser with like crappy ornaments and like, oh, like, dog, like let me put some style in it. And that started happening. But it's more than that. Like we can go on that forever, but it starts with just...
It starts with...
just a home remodeling.
Home remodeling. Again, like I told you like off camera, like it legit started with, damn, I need a new couch. I've been living at my house now for it's going to be 10 years this year, which is insane to me.
It's crazy how like a centerpiece of your house, like a couch, can be your like it becomes so part of your life you don't even think about it.
You don't even think about it.
But something happens.
And then so I was like, damn, I got to get a new couch. So then that just snowballed into, okay, then I need new furniture now. Now I need a new TV for the living room.
Yeah. Then your balls deep.
Let's paint the house now. You know, and then I sit back after all that, 30 minutes in my living room, like,
damn, fire.
This is nice.
Fire, yeah, bro, nice. Yeah. Something changes, bro, where we're all going through the same things and we're feeling the same things. Like, I think 38 is a big one, bro, because 38 means 39,
right?
And you're already knocking on 40. And 40, something changes when you're 40. Like, physiologically, your body begins to break down, like, really, like, where you begin to really see the difference, you know, year by year. And so that fear of being 40 makes you like, I don't know, man. Like the fear of mortality obviously hardens everyone, right? Yeah. But there's something about knowing that you're knocking on 40's door that lights a fire in your ass. Like I haven't been lit, bro. I was just telling people, like you off camera, bro. We like my effort at GVJ, and this is for the people that who cares? Probably no one listening that correlates anything with GVJ. But for the past, I was telling you the past 6 months, so 2 quarters, my company didn't grow for the first time ever. And so for me, to someone who prides himself in like having this expense or this growing business and I'm putting all this stuff, it's a stark reminder of like, if you rest on your laurels, even if when you think that you're at the top,
sweet,
like it happens to everyone, everyone. So I did the numbers and I was on vacation. I took 12 days off that time where we were at the store. Right. And I sat there and I just thought about like, okay, what happened, right? Like I looked at the numbers, what happened? Why didn't anything grow? And the only person that I could point the whole finger at was myself. I was like, bro, I'm just not into it right now. Like, you know, something at 37, I was just like, oh, I got more time, you know, whatever. The minute you hit 38, bro, something lights up in that ass. And all of a sudden you start doing shit, even if it's not the right time, just because you don't have all the time in the world.
And you don't know,
You don't know, bro. That like we are at the age now, I'm not saying that whatever, but like we're like if one of us has a crazy disease, it's like, oh, well, it's not like
it's not that like crazy to
bro, he's only 22. Right, no, 38, like, oh, it happens. Doesn't happen often, but it happens. You know what I mean? That's where we're at in our lives. So there's a lot of things that become like time more than anything becomes like more relative in my life. And so, dude, I've been like assaulting social media, like on YouTube and doing all this shit. And I went back and my wife was just like, bro, like, I've never seen you be like this. I haven't seen you this motivated about stuff in a really long time. And you have to sit back and be like, damn, dog, like what changed? And the only thing I could attest it to is the fact that I'm 38 and I'm scared that I'm going to be 40.
That's... I don't know. I don't know if that's like a male thing, because legit, same exact thing with me. I'm like, because we're both around basically like a month apart. So like, as soon as I turned 38, I was like, holy shit, dude. I got to start worrying about my health. I can't be a fat piece of shit anymore, man. I can't eat what I want to eat. And, you know, I got to watch things now. I got to improve my life, whether that be, you know, with work-life balance, the shit that I'm doing with my house, you know, just all of that, man.
With your girl, with your friends. Man. I think that one of the biggest things, like Melo and I were talking about, like that shit on, like off camera, like we were talking about each other's goals. And we would talk to each other, as far as my goals, again. So it was working for me yesterday. That's such a crazy reference. Anyway, the point is, we started talking to each other about each other's goals, bro. And we sat there and we're like, okay, dog, like for the first time, you know, I had this 6 months of where nothing happened. So I really want to be motivated about writing down my goals. And him and I started doing that shit. And so what we were doing was we were basically breaking it down from the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. But because we both live a type of life that you don't really have anybody to hold you accountable of anything. You could say whatever the hell you want. You could do it. And nobody's going to be like, oh, bro, like this. Basically, you don't have a boss, right? So we started telling each other our goals. And one of the goals that we were talking about, I think, which was great, is like being more part and present in my friends' lives. Because I feel like a lot of times I'm not. A lot of times I'm like, you know, whatever. And sometimes I may like be busy or whatever the hell, but it is. But that's why I thought this moment that we had for the Hurricanes game was exactly what I wanted. Because we're 38, bro.
Yeah.
And like the older you get, it's so true, the more you don't even hang out with your friends, the less friends you have.
Yeah.
So if you're fucking young, bro, and you can't hang out with your boys, hang out with them, bro. because I'm making it a point this year that I'm going to purposely go out of my way. Like, bro, you've had your house 10 years, and I can tell you that I've genuinely been there the last 5 years, maybe
I can
10
count
times.
on my hand, yeah.
A million percent.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's stupid, bro.
That is stupid.
That's so dumb. Look, our boy Mike, I was telling him, bro, like we have kids the same age.
Yeah.
And the fact that they've only seen each other twice is nuts.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Yeah. But it's all in the effort that you do. So like now, it's like there's gonna be a lot of things that are gonna change. Hopefully, and starting off with just hanging out with you.
Exactly. And listen, like I already told you, like a part of it was also like I guess like I don't know, like me thinking like the house wasn't not that I didn't think like the house was like good enough for like hosting and like shit like that, but like now I know
Yeah.
but now I feel like more comfortable, and I'm like, and I since last year I've been like grilling like crazy, so like now I'm like whenever you boys want to come over and like, and get this grill,
it's gonna be like a genuine effort.
I do want to make that effort more, as you said. Like I know for whatever the reason the last like year or so, like not that I've been taking like a step back, but like I definitely haven't been as present as I'd like to be with my friends. Yes.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah, it's what's happening now, and again to tie it back to that, like I think it's just because we're getting to that point at 38 years old where we know that we're knocking on 40,
right?
And things just seem a little sweeter when you spend time with the people that you care about, because you know, like. I never want to be 50 years old. I've already seen these reels 1,000 times. I don't want to do that shit. They always ask the 85-year-old, the 95-year-old, the 92-year-old, bro, what would you guys do? Yeah. What would you do? He's like, I would start doing more the things that I wanted to do, not what everybody else wanted me to do. And so because of that, one of those things is I want to hang out with my boys. And so I'm going to continue to do that, and it's going to fucking happen this year. I'm almost positive. Now that we went on that positivity route, my bad.
Number four.
I'm
eating earlier and earlier now. Like I'm eating.
Oh, what's earlier? Though?
I'm eating dinner like at 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's crazy.
You're not there yet?
Nah, that's not. No,
I'm eating dinner at like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
My parents eat like at 2 or 3 and they have like a yogurt.
That's
I'm telling you.
I'm eventually
going
to get to that point.
Dude, my parents will cook a lunch, and then like dinner will be like yogurt, and my dad eats like a banana. But they're already like 70. Yeah, that's what the time they eat, bro. They're old. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, getting to
Hit me with number 3.
Number 3. Injuries hurt more, man.
Oh my God. Hell yeah.
So you guys know about this. I mean, you know about this for sure. This actually comes back to like starting like the house renovation and shit like that. So I was pressure cleaning my house about a month ago, and I legit missed a step on my porch. And
you fat idiot.
When I tell you,
do you have the video?
I'm so upset. I have the ring video.
Good though.
It cuts off exactly when I go down, man.
Why?
I don't know why. I don't know why it cut off. I'm so upset that I don't have that video. Because when I tell you, it looked like I basically got shot. My girl was like, "What happened? What's going on?" And I'm there just writhing on the floor in pain. Oh my God.
And you got like your serious face on.
I'm never going to recover from this. No.
You're such a
and
fat
I'm still
idiot.
limping with my stupid ass fat ankle.
Dude,
that shit hurts, man.
Dude,
that's just no
joke.
One
time, I was like when I was like brand new with Manisha, with my wife, and like we went to like Switzerland, and we weren't even banged up, fool. We were like, this is like day 7 of us, like seriously, like we had smashed already. So like we're like in love, but the love is fresh, dog. And we go to the liquor store, dog. And we're a little like. Again, not banged up, but we're like a little like feeling nice. Also, we're like kissing, like when love is new,
when love is love.
When love is new, dog. Like all you want to do is all the kissing, whatever.
PDA.
You do a little walk and you kiss or whatever, and we're like in Switzerland, so it's like this nice,
beautiful.
Whatever. Dude, I cop a bottle, of course, of like Jack Daniels. I pay like $80 because I'm in Switzerland, and I walk out, and as I'm walking with her, dog. I hit this crack on the floor, dog. And as I'm falling, bro, like I have a jacket on, so like the jacket is flailing. I look like tremendo hippo in the air. No, I'm happening. I'm literally talking. I don't know how I had this memory, but the first thing I do, like as I'm falling on the ground, I was like, oh, she's never gonna let me fuck again, dog. Once she sees my fat ass on the floor.
That's it. That was
like,
it.
I was like hit the floor, dog. My shirt went up. My gut was out.
Oh, my God.
I was like, of course, the first thing I did.
You know how you know you're fat is when you fix your shirt.
I fixed my shirt before I went to guitar. And she's like, oh, my God, are you okay, dog? And I'm like, oh, my God, dog. But like, yeah, dog. Yeah, it was horrible, dog. The point is, dog, I fucked again. Right. Thank God. We have a son. Shout out my son.
Shout out your son. Let's go.
It happened, baby.
We died.
I overcame, dog.
We did it.
Yeah.
Shout out fat boys.
Right? Shout out when fat people fall, though. Am I right?
It's honestly one of the funniest things you can see.
It's so funny. I love to see a fat guy fall.
And I love all the memes of like them falling and then they fix their shirt. It's so, because brother, I've been there. Yeah. I get it. I get it, man.
Hell yeah. If you're fat and you fall, like send me the video. I want to laugh.
I want to see that shit.
I hate seeing fit people like fall.
It's not the same.
Yeah. It doesn't hit when a fat guy falls.
Number 2.
Yep.
I enjoy gardening.
Damn. No, but you see, that's so... Maybe there's younger people that do that. But
sure.
I think you enjoy when the fruits of your labor.
I think, yes. You know
right?
what? Yes.
Because gardening itself, like, I don't know if you enjoy, but how fire is it when like a jalapeno comes on and it's like the fucking craziest looking thing, and then
like,
you tell people.
Shit. Yeah.
I bought some jalapenos from Home Depot. I got a little jalapeno actually.
Nice,
Hit me with number 1.
And the number 1 thing that made me realize I made it to the unction.
Mm-hmm.
I make involuntary noises when I sit or stand up.
Yeah, dog. That happens, brother.
The grunt.
Yeah. Especially in the morning when your body's sore.
Just one of those.
Like
like, oh man. Like one.
Yeah. There's nothing like sitting down when you've been standing up for a while.
Oh,
qué rico that is, dog.
God.
Isn't it?
So again,
give your knees some relief.
Back to me doing renovations in the house. We stood up. We were painting the house. We did not stop. We were on like legit a 10-hour shift.
Damn.
Standing up, trying to get everything ready, whatever. When I hit that couch, my boy. Just one of those.
Hell yeah.
And that's how I know, man. That's how I know.
I mean, look, dog. I'm hurting, but at the same time, I don't do a lot lot work. Like,
no. Get out of here.
Yeah. So today I fixed the toilet seat, papi.
Ooh.
Come on, man.
Damn. That's how you know you made it to the unction.
Yeah, dog. Renovations at the crib. All right, I got a little top 5.
You got something? Too. Okay,
all right. I got a top 5. Lies told by millennials to their parents.
Ooh, okay.
All right. Okay. In no particular order, but in actually order.
Okay.
Number 5.
All right.
I'll be home early. Come on, man. How many times have you told your mom I'll be home early, and I was never, ever going to pull up at the time? Well, did you have a curfew?
I never had a curfew, but I always had to like check in and let them know like where I was at. And the one thing, going back to blackout Galo. Full circle is when I would wake up the next day in a panic because I knew I didn't call them. So my phone was blown up like, yo, where are you, dog?
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you fell asleep without telling your parents you were having a sleepover?
Not that I was having a sleepover.
Well, like you were coming home.
I was coming home.
Oh, that's fatal for me. I've never done that, though.
You never done that?
Nah, hell.
I did that on multiple occasions. Not because like I was trying to, but of course I blacked out and I'm waking up in a panic, full sweat. Oh my God, I didn't call them.
Nah. But that's the thing. Like my parents were psychos, though. I wasn't allowed to have sleepovers, fool.
Really?
Yeah, I never did that. Like that's like that. Like all my friends have sleepovers. Like I'm gonna go sleep over my boy's house. Like,
were you allowed to sleep over somebody else's house? Hell
no, never, ever. I didn't have my first sleepover unless like it was like a family that we not only knew, like my parents knew very, very, very well.
Damn.
But my parents would never let me have sleepovers, fool. Ever. It had to be like family or like it just never happened, fool. I never ever slept over my boy's house. Never.
That's
never,
nice,
ever. I No, I wasn't allowed to though.
I would always...
So like that, like going to sleep and like doing that? Nah, hell.
Yeah.
Hell. All right, number 4. It's a group project. Did you lie about homework?
Of course.
Okay, qué rico.
Of course.
All right. Number 3. And this one's like a little crazy that you didn't lie to your parents, but maybe. This one's for like, you got to be a millennial, but you also got to like, you got to lay a little pipe early. We're just watching a movie. I've done that before, but but because like I'm such a beast, dog. Whatever. This is the podcast. Nobody listens to this. I was at the.
I'm a beast right now. I'm gonna tell you a story after.
I was at the girl's house, and my parents were just like, "Oh, like what are you guys doing?" But like, oh, because again, I never brought girls to my house. Like, have you ever like brought girls to you? Like, you brought a girlfriend? Bro, my family didn't. My mom never met a girlfriend until I was 26.
That's
27.
crazy.
Never even met a girl that I ever dated.
Crazy. No, I for sure brought girls over.
Yeah. Nah, we didn't do any of that shit. And at at number 1, I'm sleeping at my friend's house. AKA, you were doing some dirt with some dirty.
Yeah, yeah. That goes back to me. Yeah, not telling them where like I was, but like, yeah, I'm going to so and so's house and
no, bro. Like, listen, I was never allowed to have a sleepover. That's number 1. But number 2, like, my parents would just never even have people over. Like, have you ever came over did you ever come over my house as when we were younger?
Yeah, a couple times.
Did you?
Yeah, in high school.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
For sure,
well,
for sure.
I normally never would have anybody over.
Yeah.
So, like, people coming over and be like, oh, my parents are like the shit and all that. Nah, I never brought them over. Hell nah. My parents, like, not that they would probably even mind it, dog, to be honest with you, but, like, I never did it. I'm kidding you. The first time it ever happened, I was 27 years old.
That's insane.
Yeah, bro. Never even met a girlfriend. Like, they knew I was dating someone, but they had no idea who it was. Like, nothing for years. When I dated Mel, the girl that I dated, dude, they saw her one time when I was with him, and they just happened to find me at a Winn-Dixie. And they're like, who is this? You know? Like, bro, I wouldn't talk to my parents, I don't think in those times, like, for, like, 4 or 5 days. Remember when you were like young and you're just like not disconnected from your parents? Yeah, that was me, bro.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't do that. So like now I call my mom every day, but like back then I was just like, nah, dog, I'm not doing that, you know? But it was, like those are like, I just never was allowed to go, or like people were allowed to like meet my parents. Like it was just weird. It's actually kind of weird that like now that I say it out loud,
it's weird.
The fact that my friends don't have like a relationship with my parents and I have like them, like, or maybe even your mom, I don't even.
No, I mean, but she knows who you are.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, it's not until later on.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Man, what was I gonna ask? Oh, have you ever been? Well, you said you never brought girls over to the house. Have you ever been caught by a parent, an adult,
smashing
with a girl? Maybe not necessarily smashing, but like. Definitely like doing something.
That was at the Winn-Dixie. Nah, not like that, dog. No? Like again, dog. I never brought girls over, dog. Man, like that shit was just such a taboo for me, bro. Like I don't know why I didn't do it. Like, dude, I didn't even meet. Like my sister had a boyfriend throughout a whole like part of her life, and I never even met him. We just don't. Dude, you know what's crazy? Do you talk to your brother about like smashing chicks?
Not necessarily. Okay, but like.
But you talk about like it wouldn't be weird for like you to talk about a girl.
Right.
Okay. Right. I've never spoken to my brother. I've never ever spoken to him about a chick that I wanted to smash. Damn, I've never talked about that. None of that, dog. For a while, my sister, like, it's weird. I don't understand why we grew up that way, but I just don't have that relationship with my brother or my sister. It's not until later on in life that I could genuinely tell you that I have a more of like a bonding friend relationship with my sister. Yeah. Like my sister could see me like, you know, whatever. But like before, no, bro. She didn't even meet I didn't meet any of her boyfriends. She didn't meet any of my girlfriends, my brother included. I found out that my brother was getting married because he just told me, yo, I'm getting married and here is like my wife.
That's so odd to me.
Dog, it actually happened. Like, it actually happened.
Yeah, I know that it happened. But
bro, it's crazy like that. It's weird
to me, man. But yeah, I've been caught twice by somebody's
parents.
Not by my parents, by somebody else's parents.
But smashing?
Not smashing, but like definitely like.
God, that's traumatizing, fool.
Doing like twice, man. Like, and I was just like, that's awful.
But it was like by adults?
Yeah, it was by adults.
Dude, that's crazy.
Both times were by somebody's mom.
Oh,
and
God.
it's just
That's
an awful situation.
fool.
Awful
Yeah,
situation.
like the closest I think I've gotten was just like a little makeout sesh. You know what I mean? I think I was in the car, like we were outside, and my mom was like, "Oh, you guys were in there for a while." But again, she never came out.
Right.
She never came out. Producer guy, you know what I'm talking about.
Producer guy.
Never came out. Just kept it a bean. My mom's also OG, dog.
Yeah,
She
she's
doesn't
not gonna
care.
put you.
Yeah, she's not gonna do
put you
anything.
on blast and shit like that.
But I remember I told my mom I still don't have the balls to tell her a lot of things that I did. But I think when you're younger, you do, because you do tell her. Like, do you feel like that your younger brother has a different relationship with your mom than you do? Can he maybe beast a little bit what like the things that he's done?
No, also
Really?
because I don't think my brother
Has done all that.
done half of the shit that I've
Dude,
done. More recently, I've started beginning like little by little to like open up and be like, oh yeah, I was doing this shit in high school, or I was doing this like on the Switzerland like family trip that we just went on. Bro, I disclosed so much shit.
To G?
Yeah.
Like about
them,
what though?
About like shit that like we were doing. Like I was drinking, and then like
But he didn't know you drank, bro?
No, not like that, dude. But like in high school, like that, man. Nah, like doing shit like that. I told him about the time that like I stole a van, basically.
Damn.
And they're like, bro, I don't. They're like, yo, stop. I do not want to hear about any of this shit.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing with like me. My younger sister, dog. She's such a menace, dog.
Yeah.
And she used to tell my brother with my parents when we were like 18 that she was like doing shrooms, dog.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dog. It was crazy. But now it doesn't even matter. I'm 38 years old. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. But can you still tell your mom like you smoke a little weed?
You know what? That's like the one. Like
I knew it.
That's like the one area.
I knew it. I knew that was going to be your answer. I was like, oh, can you do that though? That's a millennial thing, bro. Gen Z kids tell. Yeah, Gen Z. They're so much more open with their parents because their parents are also younger than our parents. Yeah. Their parents are like a little bit older than us, basically. But
like to me personally, is like the one taboo thing that like I don't like bring up.
But do you think she'll like you should like if you tell her? If you
like
tell her, you'll think
and shit? Yeah. Like, no, they don't do
but it's more like a don't ask, don't tell. Be like being gay in the army.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, perfect analogy.
Now I'll tell. In fact, it's called don't ask, don't tell.
Don't ask, don't tell. But like, yeah, dude, like for sure, like they're not stupid. They for sure know that,
bro.
Like, and like my mom takes gummies now, dog. How do you feel about that?
What?
Isn't that insane?
That's like saying Mother Teresa has a sex tape.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Yeah. My mom started recently getting into, not to put my mom's business out there.
Yeah, no, not on a podcast or anything. Jesus Christ,
for the 80 people that are gonna watch this, but like, yeah, dude, she started getting into gummies because like she was having,
having
like trouble, like sleeping and falling asleep.
Oh,
so like,
finally, your mom had leveled out. That's kind of that's a different different mother.
Yeah,
really,
absolutely.
in reality.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It changes your mood. It changes everything about you. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but like it's still like the one, like, perfect example. So back to the renovating the crib. I'm there with my.
You really want to talk about that?
No. We're there painting and shit. And I told you the story the other day at the house that they were trying to come over to introduce my brother's like girlfriend to me, and I was like, "Yo, we're doing shit. We're busy. Like we can't. Like
sure.
I can't." So my girl and I, we smoke.
You guys had just been chiefing?
We just chiefed. Chiefed.
That's another word, by the way. Chiefing.
You know, Gen Z's bringing back raw.
Oh, that's raw. Well,
that's raw. Shit, that's raw. That's raw. All right. So anyway, we had just chiefed, and I'm there painting the wall and shit
with a nice little buzz,
bro. They show up unexpectedly to the crib. I'm sure the house reeked because we had just smoked. But like,
and boys were smoking inside the
no.
The crib?
We smoke outside, but like you could smell that shit.
Oh yeah, okay. So it smells like you. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Shit smell. So they walk in, and I'm like, I'm sure the house reeks. And again, it's that taboo thing that like I don't tell them, but like I'm sure that they smelled it, and I'm just like, God, I'm so uncomfortable right now, man. Yeah.
But that's the thing, bro. But like, man, look, bro. At the end of the day, you're 38 years old. Why don't you just tell them?
No, I mean.
It opens up a new look, bro. Look, I'll tell you this. I went over my parents' crib the other day, and I absolutely stunk, dog. I smelled like Boulder, Colorado, fool. It was awful. I smelled. I had that sticky, nasty shit. And I smoked, bro, I was so stoned out of my mind. I showed up to pick up my son because they were like babysitting for the day. So, of course, we had like parents' day out, dog. So, what did we do? We did all the dumb shit, bro. We were drinking wine, smoking weed on the balcony, bro. Like acting like a bunch of hooligans, dog. Like we had no responsibilities, dog. It was lovely. And so much, I was down to like legit. I was down to like my 5th or 6th joint of the day.
No,
yeah,
like that,
dude,
damn,
bro. Listen to
dog.
me. When you get a day that my parents are gonna take care of them the whole day, I'm talking about like they picked them up in the morning, took them.
Okay.
And it's non-responsibilities for a day. I was just like, bro, shut the door. Like, bro, we vegged out. Watch again, Unk Nation. Here's my top 5. Back. You know what's really nice? To close the door. Put the blinds down, crank the AC, eat something fat. Like I don't want to eat. I want to eat something in the shape of a dick, a Snickers bar, a hot dog, glizzy, anything. I just want to, because all the good stuff is always in the shape of dicks.
Yeah, sure.
So
am I right?
Virgin. and so I wanted to eat. Really, I was just eating a Snickers bar. I don't know. I did this while I was drinking a Snickers bar, but I was eating this Snickers bar, and that's all I did. But I went and I was like, all right, now it's time to pick him up. My mom's like, all right, we're ready. Like, come pick him up whenever you want. We pulled up. I smoked the fucking weed before getting there. I was like, and I clipped it.
The weed.
I clipped it and put it in my pocket.
Oh, that's such a rook move.
Bro, I reeked. So I'm there to pick up my son. Here's my mom's little pride and joy.
Of course.
And I'm like my eyes are just like this.
Hey, mom.
Yeah, and I'm like, what's up, mom? I'm like hugging my mom, and she looks at me. She's like, you stink, dog.
No, she called you out?
Yeah. She was like, you stink. And I was like, mom, shut the fuck up, dog. It's my only day off, dog. Mom's like, all right. Yeah. That's it, dog. And that's it, because I'm grown, dog. What the fuck are you going to tell me? I'm about to be 40, dog. Like, get out of here, brother.
Do you abuse grandparent privileges?
Hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah. You know what's the worst?
As you should, man.
You know what's the worst thing?
As a millennial, as you should.
Absolutely, brother. But here's the thing that my wife hates, dog. She can't stand oh God, it boils. It grinds her gears, dog. Hell yeah. It's for my mom, for my mother, specifically my mother. My mom says she has no favorites. I'm for sure the favorite. 1,000%. 100%.
You know.
100%. And I go there, dog, and I walk into that old lady's house, dog. And I make it look like I just had like a cerebral palsy, dog. Like I just like half dead, and I can't move, dog. Like I'll ask my mom, like, mom, can you just reach me like the control, dog? And the control's like right there. My mom's like, see, I got you. Like, just walks in by. Bro, she's like, oh, do you want coffee? I'm like, mom, I'm really feeling something sweet. She's like, oh, I got this flan for you, whatever. She'll bring out like things, and I could just see Manisha just boiling in the back. Really? She's like, why do you act like such a little bitch, dog? And I'm like, dog, there's nothing better than being a grown-ass man and your mom like serving you food.
So she's not a fan of mamitis.
Not at all, dog. Not.
Maybe that's a cultural thing. You think it's a cultural thing?
For sure, dog. Like for sure. Because that's the thing. My sister's younger, and my sister's always like fighting with my mom, and they have like this, they love each other because they're the same person. But they're like, oh, my mom, like, and of course, my mom, there's the only person that hates it more than my wife is my fucking Nancy, dog.
Does Nancy really?
Oh my God. All she does is send me memes about like, there's this one popular meme where like the daughter finally goes out with her mom to like lunch. And she's like, oh my God, mom, I'm so happy we're doing this. And then it like pans to the mom and she's like, oh my God, I wonder what your brother's doing. She sends me the meme all the time, bro. Like whatever. So like my mom, when she makes me coffee, or like because my parents are like different with her. Like,
I love Nancy being bitter about that.
We'll be done dinner and whatever. And of course, like I just get up, dog. Just like, fuck this. Like I just get up and I just
I'm not washing dishes.
Plop myself on the couch. So I'm like, what's up, mom? What's some coffee? I'm like real like,
oh, you
I push it, dog. Hell yeah. And my sister's like usually like, oh, Nancy, why don't you do the dishes? Like, why me? Why don't you ever tell Gus to do the dishes? And I'm like, dog, I'm not doing any of that in my mom's crib, my guy. I am getting served from the moment I walk in, dog. I want fresh wine. I want whatever. And of course she does it, dog. And I reap the benefits. Because guess what, dog? Nobody else calls her when they have to call her. Nobody else checks in, does all that shit, all the shit that they don't want to do.
Right, you do.
The favorite guy does.
And that's what you got to do, man.
That's what I got to do,
that's what you
my
reap
boy.
the benefits.
I reap the benefits, baby. Let's go. I get the extra lot. Yeah, hell yeah. You got a little mamitis or nada?
Do I get no? Not. She definitely loves anytime that like I'm in the area or
100%. Your mom loves you. You're her firstborn child.
Yeah,
child.
She for sure worships the ground that I walk on. I could do no wrong.
Nothing. But that's what I'm saying. So then why don't you just tell her that you smoke weed? Who cares? You know what I mean? Like, nah, you gotta tell her, dog. Like,
I mean, I'm not gonna be like, yo, I'm chiefing right now.
Nah, but look, bro, look. I'm not saying to do that, but there are little things to improve your relationship with your own mother, and it brings you closer. Even though there's gonna be judgment, but at the end of the day, like it is what it is. Eventually, they're gonna get over it. You're eating gummies, Nelly. Let's keep it a bean.
Yeah.
Come on, brother, please. But I've noticed myself that if I talk to my mom and reveal more about my life, because she doesn't know any of it either.
No,
we keep
not
it away.
unless you tell them. Yeah, of course.
Now we keep it so away from them
right.
that it has like essentially, I wouldn't say made us closer, but it certainly helped.
Closer, yeah,
it helped, bro. So like now, like she knows,
benefits
like,
from it.
I smoke a little weed, dog. I drink. I do dumb shit every once in a while, and she's okay with it, dog. So shout out to my OG for me being the favorite. And yeah, that's it. Anyway, so that was our list, boys. Anything to wrap up the pod?
I think we're good, man.
All right, boys. See you next week, Dale.
See you next week, Dale.